Hello everybody, back after a long break. Haven't had a few videos in a while. So today I'm going to make you a quick one of Devil's Tower on GX this time. I just enjoy the instance a whole lot more on GX. It's a lot less work, and it's also a lot less supplies used as well. So as you can see right now, I'm walking towards the Devil's Tower, which is in the Dimensional Gorge. You go through the little warp in the center, and then go down here to the right, and then up here you'll see two NPCs. It's kind of unique. It's one of the few that I've seen where it requires two NPCs to reserve the instance. So you want to talk to this one, volunteer, and then once you volunteer, you talk to the sprite who activates the instance for you. So a little bit different than normal, but not very crazy or anything. This is another one where you do have to reset your instance once you exit. So once you're finished, come back and talk to this NPC, or else you'll have to wait for the cooldown again. Now the instance is open, we can go on inside, and it's kind of like last time where you have a little bit of a video of the NPCs talking to each other before you can actually do anything. This is really the only part of the instance that I really don't like too much. It's just kind of too drawn out. You have these NPCs talking to each other, wondering who I am. They're planning their little battle up the tower. Talk to him. That's when the healer comes in, and this is the part where it gets really drawn out. So you have to revive these soldiers who have fallen in battle so that you can have your team to go up the tower with, although you don't see any of them until you get to the very top, and then you see Loki who helps you. I don't understand why there's not just 2 or 3 of these people that you have to revive and not 6 or 7, I think there is. There's 7. So it does take a little bit of time. You just keep clicking on the healer, get your cure box, talk to the dead body, wait for the load bar to finish. And rinse and repeat. This instance is not very gear intensive either. There's not really anything super specific that you need to use. I like to use a DR Deviling Heroic Backpack for the neutral resistance, because the creatures do have quite strong physical attacks. So that's nice to wear. I bring the attack speed Fallen Angel Wing for my daggers, for the, it's not really an MVP, for the boss, and also for the magic seal portion, which you'll see. It's like a little statue that you need to break. So you'll see that too. Two more bodies left, and then we can move on. Sorry, I'm a little bit tired this morning. We're filming at 8:40, right before I have to jump on my computer and go to work. That's the nice thing about this instance too, is it's another fairly quick one. I like how a lot of the instances they've been coming out with lately have been around 15 to 30, 40 minutes in length, depending on how fast you're going through it. Just makes it nice for quick gaming. So now that we've revived everybody, all these people pop up in the center here, and they all want to talk to us. I think the trigger is, yeah, Lucille. So once you talk to her, you get locked up. She talks to Officer Heim. She mocks him. soon they should be done talking and we should be on our way. I want to change out my Qatar hotkey for the inverse scale because everything besides for the magic seals in here is dark, so Holy does great against them. Before we jump on inside, I want to make sure that my attack speed is up. We've got some good buffs, and that my backpack and Qatar are equipped. Use deadly poison. This whole part takes around 60 seconds, so your EDP lasts the whole time. And you just need to kill these creatures that are in here. They're called evil shadows, and they are throughout the tower. This is the #1 thing you need to fight in here. They're everywhere. I'm not sure how many sets of 7 you actually do need to kill. It seems like just until they stop spawning, you get to the end, and once you've killed all that you need to kill, once you talk to the assassin up here, he'll let you through to the next round. Whoa there. Got a little too close to death for my comfort. They do cast Stone Curse, which can be quite annoying. And that should be it. That seems about as long as your EDP lasts is how long as you need for it. This part, when you talk to Lucille, it's going to start a loading bar. That's going to be to open this gate. Now, if you're not cloaked, you're always going to get interrupted because these creatures around here are all just going to swarm you. And one time, actually, while the loading bar was going, I got swarmed, and because I got swarmed and tried to cancel out of the dialogue, which normally works, there's been a couple instances on Genetic where I've made it work and you've exited out with no problem, but I just completely disconnected one time. So from now on, I go into Cloak before I open this one, and then once it's open, you have to clear everything out anyway before the assassin will let you through. So make sure you've got everything ready to go. Heal up, EDP, and then try and lure basically the whole room. Because you have to kill everyone before he'll let you move. And now we are on to the magic seal floor, which is the fun floor. In my opinion, I like this floor a lot because it lets me use my daggers. So make sure our daggers are all set up. We're at 193 attack speed. We've got full health. Talk to Lucille to start the process. And that's going to spawn a magic seal in the center of each of these islands here, which you have a certain amount of time to kill. I think it's like 60 seconds. No, it's like probably 30 seconds till the magic seal will move down here. It'll respawn another set of the evil shadow guys, and you'll still have a chance to kill it as it keeps spawning down closer and closer to the center. But if you can kill it while it hasn't moved, you're doing really well. So for this part, we're going to put on our Safa Cloth of Ifrit for fire, just so that we don't take any damage from that that firewall that comes shooting out. Make sure you target the magic seal. And see, he moved, so he'll spawn right down here. EDP again. And you don't have to kill all the magic seals. There's 5 of them. You don't have to kill all 5 before they reach the center, which is how I originally thought this worked, and I was wondering how people even did this instance because I was doing it on genetic and I kept getting 3. Then it would reset. I'm like, oh god, I gotta go back to the beginning and do all 3 again. Hopefully I can kill all 5 before the timer's up. And then was told that no, you can just keep going back to the ones that you missed, and you don't have to worry about killing them all in a row, which is hilarious. But with GX, if you're lucky and you get the right amount of earthquake procs, you can do it before it resets at all. You can do all 5. Once the evil shadows are off the screen, earthquake actually does quite a bit of damage. I'll put my CD in mouth too, I forgot about that. That adds a good amount of DPS as well. So always keep as much as possible. I couldn't have destroyed that one. No, I was about to say. Bring some royal jellies or some panaceas, green potions, whatever you want for curse that the evil shadows do. Since we're wearing fire armor now, taking a little bit more damage, but as long as you can uncurse yourself, you're fine to move at least. And that's a lot of earthquakes. And you can see that magic seal. Almost got it before it ended. I can get him right now. There we go. Why did it die? Oh. So now is what would happen. Is where I thought like it reset the last time, and I'm like, oh my god, why can I not get it? Alright, so now they've respawned. There should only be this last one. I think we got that one, but I'm not positive, so we'll see. Hopefully we can take this one out quick. That dark strike really hurts without that battery armor on. Oh geez. Sometimes you just get off a ton of damage on these magic seals really quickly. Yeah, we didn't actually get this one to count, so we have to go back and get it. And these sets of the evil shadows will disappear if they're not killed. So the next set won't stack with the other set. It'll automatically go away once the next set spawns. EDP is the only thing that makes this possible, so make sure to keep it up even if there's only a little bit of health left on the magic seal, because it can take quite a while to kill it. And there you go. And that's the last one. And the last one will trigger the new video to happen in there. Thanatos and Evil, or Satan Morak will disappear. You can talk to Lucille, and then at this point we can move on to the next round. And now we're going to go back to backpack, back to inverse scale, and back to battery armor. EDP again, and get as many as we can all set up. And move on to the next room. These rounds are quite quick. You do have to fight a large amount of the evil shadows, so make sure your hotkeys are ready for potions, especially your green ales while we still have this event going on. It's like the greatest potion ever. Cost me 8,000 zenny for 50% health, which is just great. I like that. And Stone Cursed, which is really annoying. I have a deadly Safa cloth as well that I should be wearing for that. And this is a small amount of evil shadows that spawn in this room. And this is the final room where you actually fight the boss, but first you need to make your way to the center. Fighting these evil shadows, not worth popping an EDP since I'm going to be switching to daggers right after this. And now we're in the center, and this is all we need. Trigger the dialogue by talking to Morok Lord Knight, and now we wait for the boss to spawn. Actually, we'll get warped out to another version of this room, and then the boss will be spawning then. Make sure that we have all of our attack speed gear on. Enriched Celermine juice for the 193 attack speed. Strength food. Takoyaki. And a little bit of flea doesn't hurt as well. So we can pop our guarana candy. CD in mouth for the added DPS. Stay off screen of the evil shadow. There's no purpose in fighting them right now. Unless they just decide that they want to fight you. There we go. Now we're warped to this room and you talk to Loki, who becomes your minion, who has over 1 million health, so he's like the greatest tank ever. But since we're GX, we need to tank ourselves. So for this battle, I wanted to use a Spursio scroll. I'm not sure why I can't use it. Oh, because I'm using a Deadly Sophocloth. So we'll use an Spursio scroll now. Then switch back to the Bathory armor. And try to unload as fast as we can on this guy. Why can't I Dark Claw you? There we go. And now we've got 35k double attacks going. So remember, if you're going to Spursio before this, to switch your armor to something that's not undead, so that you can actually use the Spursio scroll and not waste 2 of them like me. But he is dark, so this really adds a ton of DPS. My poison ran out. And I'm not sure if the speed at which you kill him dictates what refine rate and enchantments you get on your items. Switch back to your Catar and DR. And then open up your treasure box, which it does not look like we got an OCA that time. So that's not cool, but we did get a sword. I have not gotten a sword yet. Evil Slayer Slasher Sword. +7, spell 3, spell 1. Looks pretty horrible, but whatever. I think that the weapons, you should be able to eat gear them like you can with the Faceworm garments that stink. So just save them all up and turn them in. As long as they're +7, +8, +9, you can get some certs out of it. But that was the Devil's Tower on a GX. I hope you enjoyed. Once you're finished, you can talk to Loki's clone. And one more time, he will warp you out. And then, as I was saying in the beginning, make sure you talk to this NPC again to reset your time. And I don't know if everybody is watching, but the Evil Believer is actually a decent amount of experience too. So you not only get the 675,000 experience and job experience for finishing the quest, but you also get, oh, it's not in here. I think it's 2.5 million for the Evil Believer boss. So pretty decent experience-wise. Not a very difficult instance. Fun if you're bored, if you're alone. There's a decent chance of an OCA. It seems like it's about 50%, but the weapons are not anything that great. I've gotten some +11 dagger. I've gotten a few +9 and +8 hammers, none of which seem good to use, but +8 and +9, it's a good chance of getting some weapon certs there. So fun instance to run, not too intensive, and hope you enjoyed. Take it easy, guys.